Hello everyone. I decided I wanted to make a video next about the chemicals in popular laundry detergent, synthetic chemicals and what they actually do to your body. I know a lot of people are switching over to natural detergents, but a lot of people still aren't because of, just traditionally using them or affordability or whatever. But I do not think in a lot of instances choosing the cheap version over your health is any kind of good idea. So I'd just like to read this to you. You can have this playing while you do other things, and maybe if something stands out to you, you'll take note and perhaps decide to make the switch. And another thing about this video is you can use this information for other things, like when you're thinking about different kinds of chemicals you're using other than laundry detergent, and also perhaps mystery symptoms like rashes or headaches or whatever. This can come from chemicals that you thought were safe, or synthetic fragrances and things like that. So let's get on with this video, and I'll just read this to you. Conventional laundry detergents are like a plague to this earth. Not only do they make humans and other non-human animals sick, but they severely damage the environment. The chemicals in laundry detergent affect everyone from the user to the people next door. You know what I'm talking about. Have you ever taken a bike ride or walk through a neighborhood in the evening and smelled that horrible laundry detergent smell? Its scent travels far, almost similar to the fumes of a cigarette that carries through the air. Most homes use whatever laundry detergent is cheap and popular, like Tide, Gain, Snuggle, and Sunlight. Rarely do the individuals using these laundry detergents concern themselves with the ingredients. After all, they're not drinking the laundry detergent. How could it affect them? Chemicals in laundry detergent. So when you breathe in the scent of the laundry detergent you're using, or if you're exposed to it from your neighbors, you're actually getting a lungful of toxic chemicals. According to research by the University of Washington, when scented laundry detergents, fabric softeners, and dryer sheets are used, dryer vents emit more than 25 volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, per load, many of which are classified as hazardous air pollutants. So the laundry chemicals used in conventional laundry detergent can impact the air quality in your home, your health, and even the outdoor air around your house. Not to mention the clothes you wear, which carry the toxic chemicals and scents of the laundry detergent, also affect others around you with chemical sensitivities, and they rub off on your skin, which cause mysterious cases of contact dermatitis, rashes, eczema, and psoriasis. The chemicals in laundry detergent include things like fragrances, endocrine disruptors, neurotoxins, and potent cancer-causing chemicals. Here are a few you should stay away from. Fragrance. One of the top offending ingredients in laundry detergent is fragrance. If you haven't read my article on synthetic scents, I highly suggest you do so now. Fragrance is problematic because over 95% of the chemicals used to create them are derived from petroleum or crude oil. These chemicals include things like carcinogenic benzene derivatives, toluene, aldehydes, and many other toxic chemicals that have been linked to cancer, birth defects, allergic reactions, and central nervous system damage. The thing about fragrance is that manufacturers don't need to disclose the ingredients of the fragrances they use. The FDA doesn't require it. In general, about 3,000 ingredients could be picked from to create a product scent. So you can imagine just how many fragrance chemicals we are possibly exposed to every day. I'll just repeat that. In general, about 3,000 ingredients could be picked from to create a product scent. So you can imagine just how many fragrance chemicals we're possibly exposed to every day. And it says that the FDA does not require manufacturers to disclose which chemicals they're using in the fragrance. Most detergent companies have their own signature fragrances, which are designed to embed and stay in clothes for weeks, if not months. And the unscented versions, well, they aren't much safer. Companies add masking chemicals to unscented versions of detergent to cover up the fragrance with another chemical. Don't be fooled by natural fragrances either. A study that analyzed over 25 top-selling products found that those with organic and natural fragrance emitted just as many hazardous chemicals as conventional products with fragrance. The natural fragrance, essential oils, and detergent are processed with solvents because it is less expensive than distillation. In the study, the VOCs from the solvents were present in every product tested. Bleach, sodium hypochlorite. While bleach is good at getting whites super white, it also comes with some nasty side effects like irritation of the eyes, skin, and lungs. A study published in Occupational and Environmental Medicine found that just passive exposure to bleach in the home is associated with a greater risk of respiratory illness and other infections in children. Let's see. Okay. I remember when I used to work in a science lab at a hospital, back when I wasn't so concerned about chemicals. The amount I was exposed to, I'm sure I'm still detoxing today, and the bleach was considered one of the most hazardous chemicals. There were some pretty dangerous chemicals in that lab, and I was always puzzled how bleach had such rigorous safety protocols, and yet it is casually allowed in households like it's no big deal. Being a chlorinated compound, bleach can produce organochlorines, or OC, as it flows down the drain. OCs are endocrine disruptors, neurotoxic, and carcinogenic. Bleach also degrades both synthetic and natural fibers, meaning your clothes will break down at a faster rate. 1,4-dioxane. This chemical has been deemed by the International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, as possibly carcinogenic to humans. This chemical is used to produce softer, sudsier detergents, and it isn't even an international ingredient, but rather a byproduct of ethoxylation. Since it's not technically an ingredient, it doesn't have to be listed on product labels. The U.S. federal regulation systems consider dioxane so potent that it is equivalent, if not more dangerous of a threat to humans than most pesticides used on crops. Detergents contaminated with 1,4-dioxane also have traces of other contaminants like formaldehyde, nitrosamines, and phthalates. This chemical never breaks down either. Not even water filters can remove it, and it isn't biodegradable. To avoid 1,4-dioxane, the Organic Consumers Association recommends avoiding products with indications of ethoxylation. If there are any of the suffixes in the ingredient list that contain any of the following, please avoid buying it. And here's a list of suffixes of ingredients that might contain this chemical: myrrh, olith, laureate, centureth, and any other eth, PEG, polyethylene, polyethylene glycol, or polyoxyethylene, oxynol, sodium laureth, or laureth sulfate. Sodium lauryl sulfate, SLS, sodium laureth sulfate, SLES, ammonium lauryl sulfate, ALS. These chemicals are common ingredients in most detergents, as they give people that satisfactory sudsing confirmation that their clothes are, in fact, getting clean. While this is largely a myth, you don't need a product to suds in order for it to be clean. Most people still buy into it. Thousands upon thousands of research studies on SLS have linked it to irritation of the skin and eyes, organ toxicity, developmental/reproductive toxicity, neurotoxicity, endocrine disruption, ecotoxicology, and biochemical or cellular chances and cancer. Phosphates. Phosphates break down dirt particles and remove stains by softening the water and allowing suds to form. They are the main ingredient in most detergents, but also come with some hefty health and environmental risks. Phosphate residues are known to cause nausea, diarrhea, and skin irritation. They also remain active even after wastewater treatment, meaning they end up in rivers and lakes where they act as a toxic fertilizer. Phosphates increase algae growth, and as the algae dies, they release poisons that further deplete oxygen in the waterways. This is a huge problem in lakes in Manitoba. Other ingredients to look out for include optical brighteners, nonylphenyl ethoxylates, NPEs, linear alkyl benzene sultonates, LAS, petroleum distillates like naphthas, and phenols. The use of all these chemicals is a major problem. Scientists are now directly linking the alarming rise of degenerative disease in America to exposure of chemicals in our homes and workplace. All right, so this is the conclusion of the article, and thank you all for listening. I just wanted to let you know that it is about to end, and I'll just repeat this first two lines. The use of all of these chemicals is a major problem. Scientists are now directly linking the alarming rise of degenerative disease in America to exposure of chemicals in our homes and workplaces. Exposure to chemicals in our homes is also a major contributing factor to cancer. The American Cancer Society states that in 2018, 1 in 3 men and 1 in 2 women will have cancer in their lifetime. Does that mean that soon everyone will have some form of cancer? You will think that these statistics are alarming enough to encourage people to stop buying products with long chemical ingredient lists, but they're not. Only we have the power to remove products with harmful chemical ingredients from our homes, and you can start by making your own natural laundry soap. So, and then it has a way of making your own natural laundry soap, which is pretty cool. They also sell natural laundry soap at, health food stores or whatever. Anyway, thank you all for listening to this video, and I hope it, if not changes your mind, at least gets you thinking about what you are using every day to clean your clothes, clean your house, scent your house and yourself, and perhaps this might help you to make some changes in your life, because using thousands of unlisted chemicals to scent products, not listing them, I think it's criminal. These things cause horrible side effects: organ toxicity, developmental reproductive toxicity, neurotoxicity, endocrine disruption. Endocrine disruption, that is your immune system. Ecotoxicology, and I don't know what biochemical or cellular chances is, but cancer, we all know what that is. So all these chemicals, they're severely impacting not only your health, but the health of your family members, just, people you encounter every day, your pets, and things that do not biodegrade. They get into the water, they do not filter out. So I'm not perfect, and I'm not trying to preach, but I was thinking about this when I was doing my laundry today, and how many people I know, family members, and who are getting sick, who have issues like this. This can also affect, not listed in the article, but I have heard that exposure to these chemicals makes it harder for you to lose weight. As I mentioned in another video, your toxins will be stored in your fat. So if you are just exposed not only in the food you eat, but chemicals around you, and your body can't process them, it will store them in your fat. And the more toxins you're exposed to, the more either fat you will put on, or the less able you will be to lose that fat. So just some things to look out for, and thanks for listening to this video. I hope you all have a great day, and I hope you are safe and healthy.